And we're back. Hello,
Yay.
everybody. Did you miss us? Well, welcome to another episode of VR All That Jas. It's our second season now, Adam. Can you believe it? We made it 2 seasons.
We did. We
Yay!
took a Christmas or holiday break, I guess you could say, but we're back now, and we're getting to be more official now.
Yeah, we're on a brand new channel, which is really cool. But okay, you could say Christmas or like holiday break, but I worked so much more than I normally do
I'm trying to use
during the
that as
holidays.
an
That was
excuse, not for why we didn't do the December one. That's why, because we're busy. So it's a Christmas break from the podcast, but not necessarily from life and work.
Oh yeah, totally. And like it was so tough too to not do a December episode because that's when, as all of you know, all the games and all the things come out. Hang on, I
course.
forgot how to do our intro now. We're your hosts, Jasmine.
And Jasmine.
Yeah, and we're live on YouTube on our new channel every third Wednesday of the month. So if you want to chat with us live, make sure you join us here on YouTube. And we're also streaming on my LinkedIn account and Facebook, and also now on our Twitter account.
Yay, we're joined. It's like we're almost married now. But or so if you are listening to this or you want to listen to this later, we're also available in audio format and podcast platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, Amazon, and Google. So if you want to listen to us later, can't listen to us now, or you just gonna miss the live show, totally fine. Go find the audio formats.
Although it's not fine, you should join us live.
I mean, not fine.
It's so funny. After me and Adam created our joint YouTube account, I messaged her and I was like, I feel like we just created like a joint bank account or something. Like this is so like
Well, because it didn't feel weird, but it felt weird. Like I couldn't type as you in the channel, and then there were certain things it's like I don't want to mess with your account because that's your stuff. So it feels nice to have something that we can both sort of if I mess up, we can mess up together. I'm not messing up any of your personal stuff.
Oh yeah, let's mess this up together. But you know who's not going to mess up is our amazing guest today. So we're not going to keep her in the wing any longer because obviously everyone wants to see her. Let's bring her in. Naysy!
Hi! Look at that camera quality. Love it.
Yeah, it's pretty fancy. Thank you. But yeah, the setup's cool. I like the backdrop and everything. It's cool.
I like how Jazz always matches with the virtual backdrop.
Always match with the background. You're so funny.
But for those of you who don't know Naysy, I don't know how you couldn't, but she's most well known for a lot of her Beat Saber content, but she does a lot of mixed reality stuff as well. Very, very good at it. Millions and millions of views and followers. She's one of probably
like so many
arguably
millions.
The top female VR content creators out there. I mean, I haven't looked recently, but I would say, yeah, she's like, I would say top 5. Maybe I'm biased though.
Top 5. I'm like, girl, she's like top 3, top 1. But
Fine,
no, yeah, Naysy, when you say millions, I mean like we were saying millions like in one video.
Yeah.
We say like millions, like so many millions that it'll take us the entire episode to say it.
Thank you. You make me blush. Thank you. I'm excited to be here on the podcast with you guys, and I'm stoked I got to like meet you guys in the flesh as well at CES in previous events. So it's awesome.
I know, I was so happy. You know what? Fun random fact though, it was actually one of your tutorials, Naysy, on your YouTube channel from I don't know, it's probably really old now, that actually helped me with my Live stuff way back in the day before I even worked at Live. So you were kind of the actual catalyst of like my tutorials and all my Live stuff and everything.
Yeah, that video, that's so crazy. It's so long ago now, and it like really needs to be updated. But yeah, lots of people say they use it. It's cool.
I know.
Yeah. So
I know the feeling
exciting.
of like,
and full circle as well.
Adam, that is so crazy because now Adam works at Live, so she wouldn't have been working at Live if it wasn't for your videos. I got her into it.
Helped me with my setup.
Yeah, you created her career.
I know the feeling though. All of our tutorials get outdated in like a week.
Yeah, especially I've been like doing Beat Saber modding tutorials for so long, and like every month it's like they're outdated. I'm like, oh my god,
it doesn't work anymore, and I'm like, no, it's not my fault. I didn't make the thing.
I tried. Yeah.
Okay, is it my turn to geek out over Naysy?
Yes.
Okay, my turn. Okay. So when I started streaming Beat Saber on Twitch back in the day, I remember every time like Naysy rated me, I would like go to my mods. I was like, Naysy rated me. And they were just like, oh my gosh, she did. Yeah, it was really cool.
That's too cute.
So
You make me blush. Stop.
Anyway, we should rename this episode bragging about Naysy.
I do have a question, and actually, I've seen you post about it before. But the kind of pantsless looking child that you have, I'm trying to describe it for the audio listeners.
This guy.
It's like a pants. Look, I think it's pantless, about a child-sized mannequin. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, someone I follow on Twitter posted it, and I'm like, I need one because it'll fit my VR headset. So you can't see him that well. I named him Zucky. Someone I'm like, what should I call him? And I'm like, people said Zuckerberg, and I'm like, Zucky kind of sounds cute, but it doesn't really fit VR headsets. Like the Quest just falls off it, so he's got my big screen on and some merch, but he's funny looking.
Oh, is it because he has a weird shaped head?
Focus. Keeps focusing, but anyway.
It's all right. You can check out, I believe it's TikTok that you've posted about it on before, something, but oh my goodness.
Yeah. That's really interesting though. You're like, oh wow, I saw someone post this on Twitter and now I must have this pantless child alien.
Yeah. It's kind of fun, kind of weird, but yeah. At first, like, it used to freak me out. I'd walk into my office and I'd be like, oh my god, there's someone there. And the dogs were freaked out. That was kind of fun.
I love it. I never would have saw an alien and thought, you know what would look good on that thing? A VR headset.
Yeah.
But I could appreciate it.
I should just get all those, like, you know, the doll heads that like hairdressers use to learn how to do stuff.
Oh, the mannequin
get
heads.
those and put wigs on them and
yeah, you could do their hair, different hairstyles.
Yeah, I could put one with Nacy's hairstyle, one with Tiny Beat's hairstyle, one with Adam's. You all have the most interesting hairstyles.
Yeah.
And then you can send it to me when I go bald.
Did you get compliments about your hair in Vegas? I was talking to Tiny Beats about this, and like everyone was like commenting on my hair, and Tiny Beats said the same thing. Did you get people commenting on your hair?
Yeah, but does that not happen when you're at conventions? I feel like it wouldn't be
too maybe I just don't leave the house enough, so that's probably why. But yeah.
Nobody complimented my hair. Just saying.
It's lovely.
So no, Adam, I don't think that happened.
But your hair is always awesome. That's that natural. You don't have to ever worry about your roots showing.
Yeah.
No, but it's so fun. I wish had I known we would talk about Tiny. There's a hilarious photo of Tiny that Otterworldly posted. I think they did like a zip lining thing or something. Yeah. So if you haven't seen her, Tiny recently dyed her hair to green. And so when they did one of those touristy, or it's like a turquoise, but she did one of those touristy photos where they green screen out the backdrop to put you in, like, I don't know, Vegas or something behind. And so she's partially bald in that one. Yeah. It was so funny. I'll have to find it and I'll share it if she's okay with it.
That's the thing with like doing mixed reality or any green screen stuff. It's like you gotta avoid greens, sometimes like blues, gotta think about it.
Yeah, and like I for a long time had no green clothes. Like this is the one of the first green shirts that I've owned in a long time, just because of I mean, Adam knows. Look at her whole background.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Bane of my existence is when I'm like, oh, this is such a cute dress, but there's like a little floral pattern on it that's green, and now it's ruined. I didn't think about that little detail. Damn it. Oh well.
All right. Well, we have this episode. We have a really great episode for you, and it's not all about hair, I promise. So we were all at CES recently. All three of us and a lot of other people. And so this is going to be a CES recap of everything that we saw, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. I know what I did was probably a bit different from what you guys did, so I can go last. I don't think I did as many things. I just did all the weird stuff.
Well, I wanted to ask Naysy, because that was your first CES, right?
Yeah, it was. And I didn't know what to expect. It was definitely more overwhelming than what I thought. There was like so much, like my gosh. I think next time I do it, I'll go in maybe with a better plan. I don't know. There was just so much, and I didn't get to see everything I wanted to, but also some cool things.
Was it your first time in Vegas too? Just in
general? That was
your first time in Vegas. Wow, this is like a lot of first time things that you did.
I like the adventure. Yeah. Like Vegas was also overwhelming. At first, I'm like, oh, I hate it. It's just too much. But by the end, I'm like, actually, this place is kind of cool. There's so much going on. And like lots of characters, and it was interesting place.
Always something to do, something to see. It's like midnight, but it feels like you have no idea what time it is.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. Just all these like casinos, and it's just like dark, and they've like got all this like Italian theme. I'm like, what is going on here? But it's
And
very
it's
French. I love it.
and it's so hard to find an exit any casino. You're just like
Yeah, oh my
so lost the whole
gosh.
time. It's intentional, by the way. They want you to get lost in there so
Yeah.
that you can never leave. And when we say casino,
Yeah.
for those that haven't been to Vegas, like the casinos are part of the hotel. So it's not like we're like purposely walking into the casinos. Like you can't help it. You just do if you walk anywhere in Vegas.
Yeah. Apparently, there's no clocks anywhere either, and that's on purpose.
Yep. No clocks, and they try to keep you in there with the climate control and having no idea what time it is because it's always bright or even some of the
Alright.
casinos have like the sky in them, so you don't even know. It just is. I don't know. It's 2 a.m. I think.
Yeah. All right. We're getting some flack in chat here. Todd says, "Yeah, Jasmine checks chat eventually because
Yes.
Jay Brett said, does this podcast monitor chat at all?"
Yes, we
I
are
think
live.
Yes, we do check chat. You know what? We forgot to say hi. You know, look, it's been 2 months since our like last episode. Give us a break. We're just warming back up. It's the new year, new me. New channel. So let's say hi to some people. Brandon was the first one here. Hi, Brandon VR. And Brandon was at the party. And he got a Ghost of War hat. I don't know if y'all noticed him there.
Oh, technically, Clay was even before that. I'm not sure when he posted his
Oh,
hi, but it
I
made
missed
him.
it.
So come on, get with the program. Just kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was later than you, so Arlen, welcome, and to Taurus, you know, and fourth wall breaker, Grand B 7182, who said, "Why am I here?" You're here because you're awesome and you like to hang out with awesome people.
Fair enough.
Todd's here, and let's see.
Baxon? I recognize that name.
Oh yeah, Baxter's here.
Mhm.
And Substatica.
And
Thank you for-
Jay Bright, never heard of him.
I don't know who that is.
Stranger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's all up in the chat. Interesting.
Weird name. No, but see, I'm happy that you got to. I'm always curious because I always ask coworkers from Europe, okay, what did you think of American food?
It's like, okay, portion size is huge, like so massive. Everywhere I went, like I'd eat like what I usually eat, and they'd be like, "What's wrong with your food? You didn't eat it." I'm like, there's just so much of it. It's insane. And like, not to be a snob, but like American coffee is not good.
I'm not a coffee drinker, so I'm not offended.
It was my 5th trip to America, and I know Vegas probably isn't a good measure of coffee, but I'm like, I've yet to have a good coffee to change my mind. So yeah.
Okay,
Hopefully one day.
now
We'll
I've got
see.
my Australian and my European perspective. What about our lack of fruits and veggies? That was a big one over with some of my
Yeah, it
coworkers.
was really hard to eat healthy. Yeah, that was hard. But
Like-
I guess, I don't know. Vegas is probably, it's so touristy. It's hard to know.
The coffee in America is not good. Which coffee did you have?
Well, I had probably crappy Vegas coffee.
Oh, okay, yeah, then that's crappy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Starbucks. I had Starbucks a couple of times in
Mm.
like previous trips. I'm like, but
Mhm.
but it's coffee. I'm like, I don't care. I'll drink it.
You know what? You're right. I mean, I actually usually make my own coffee, and I only go to like craft coffee places. So,
Yeah,
but
Good
they're
coffee
not.
probably
It's not
exists.
commonplace.
I probably just need to look for it.
Todd says I miss European coffee. You know, oh my gosh, the best. One of the best coffees I had was when we were at the Netherlands for the VR Awards. Man, that thing like punched you in the face. It was so strong, and so potent. It was so good.
Well, when we were at Meta Connect, we had those like little Vietnamese coffees, those iced coffees. They were good. I want more of that. That
Ooh,
was
okay.
actually good coffee in America, but it's Vietnamese coffee in
Oh.
America. I don't know if it counts.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have to come to California because California,
Yeah,
I think,
okay.
and if you go to LA, I firmly believe that Los Angeles has the best overall food in the world.
Okay.
Wow.
Adam,
Do we? I mean, I guess I'm used to being here. It's all right.
like, I think like you can definitely find better food of different types of things elsewhere, if,
like
like
a
you know, if
variety.
you wanted to. But like in terms of like getting every single type of cuisine and being
That's
able
true.
to find like a good option for all of it, yeah, LA is definitely where it's
Yeah.
at.
That's the
That's
other
fair.
thing. Like, I'm gluten free and all that stuff. So finding that stuff in Vegas was hard. But I think, yeah, LA and stuff would probably be way better
Oh,
for that stuff.
Gluten-free, vegan, like I don't know, do you only eat on
Pescatarian,
a
I
certain
don't know.
yeah, there's something for everybody there. I feel like
Yeah.
LA and San Francisco, those are very like specific
Yeah.
diety friendly
Yeah.
cities.
But if you go to San Francisco, you have to like do a reservation like a week beforehand to get into anywhere. Otherwise, you're
Really?
not. Yeah, it's I'm not a fan of San Francisco. That's why I left. But okay. Anyway, so aside from the coffee, what else were you up to at CES, Nacy?
I guess like the first day, I kind of just like wandered through everything, was taking everything in because it was just so much. I think in terms of like VR and XR stuff, what did I see? I think I did a little demo of the B Haptics stuff. So it's cool to see them there. Yeah, I did the gloves. Did you guys ever try them? The tacky gloves? I've always wanted to try them, so I was really stoked. And they feel really good. They feel like really like natural. Like you forget you have them on, which is pretty cool. And yeah, just like all their other stuff. The problem there at the convention, I think, it was so much interference. It was just not running well. And they're like, we promise it works well. I'm like, it's okay, I understand interference. So that was pretty cool. And I tried some Pimax stuff. I tried a VR racing sim for the first time. That was really cool. I was terrible. It's really awkward because like I guess being like media, they kind of like shove you in front of people, which I feel really awkward about. So like, okay, she's cutting the line, she's gonna play, and then like,
and she's terrible.
Really, and there's just like people lining up, being like, "What the hell? She cut the line."
Woman driver.
Yeah.
No, I had the similar. Yeah, like Leia, they had another like a driving sim thing, and I'm like, no, it's okay. I don't have to do the driving sim. I know it's not gonna go well, but yeah.
Yeah, because they're like, you could do that or the flying sim. I'm like, oh, I'd rather be an F1 driver. But it was pretty cool. Like, I kind of want like a driving sim at home, but also I'm like, I'll use it once and be like, that was fun. Never again. Yeah. What else? What else did I check out? It's all such a blur now. What about you guys? What kind of VR stuff did you guys check out?
We'll definitely get into like some more of the stuff that we got to try. I think my overall experience of CES, I know me and Adam probably had a different CES experience from everyone else, but not because we had same experiences. We just had different experiences. So it was my whole team's first time being together in person, Impact Reality. Yeah, and we had you guys, it was so cute. We had, we all were like, we came early and we all like hung out in, one of our hotel room suites, and we just like had a team meeting where we talked about how the last year has felt for us and how, how we feel going forward and all that stuff. And like, there were tears, of people just like, being so like grateful. And if I was to say, it's Eric's tears.
Ooh, she called you out.
He's gonna tell me when he sees this. So that was really cute. And then I went to the show floor, and there was a good, how do I say this? There was a lot of stuff there, but after being at CES for like the past, I think 3-4 years, I don't know how many times I've gone now. After going to CES so many times, like, when I first went to CES, it was the term metaverse was still cool. So everything was VR related. Oh my gosh, VR this, VR that, VR this. And it was everywhere you went at CES. And the next year was still pretty like saturated. This year, I didn't think that there was as much, or maybe it's because some of the booths that were there were like the same tech that was there the year before. So I was like, well, I'm not going to try that. I already tried that last year. So to me, it felt a little less, but I have proof. Okay. My proof is, let's see, HTC XR Elite launched last year, right? And then everyone was going crazy over that. And then PlayStation, PSVR 2 came out last year, and everyone was going crazy over that. And there was like definitely a couple of other things that people were going crazy over last year, but there wasn't really that this year. So
yeah, that was kind of my thing. I'm like slightly disappointed with like the lack of VR stuff, but at the same time, I didn't know what to expect. But yeah, just seeing all the cool tech anyway was like really cool. But yeah, it would be cool if there was more of like a VR presence.
Last year was crazy.
So we had to demo like I said, the PSVR 2. Even though I had pre-ordered, I was like, heck yeah, I want to try Horizon early. And there's a lot of other cool stuff. But yeah, I kind of agree, actually. I feel like if it was my first time, it would be pretty good. Because there's some neat companies that are there. But not a lot of them had anything new that they haven't already shown. Or, maybe the stuff that was announced, but you couldn't they didn't have it available to try, so it's like I could have just read this same information online.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. But there was. I'll get into it when I guess later during my section. But I ended up actually trying a lot of weird AI stuff just because I was like,
Yeah.
I'm one of those weirdos who actually went through the hundreds of millions of media emails they send you in CES. I didn't go through all of them, but ones that had like interesting titles. I was like, okay, let me open it and see what this is, and if it's something that I think is weird or interesting, I'll give it a shot. Otherwise, I was saving space for larger companies. But I was like, So yeah, I'm on the kind of the same page with Jazz. It was mostly about all of the like the after parties and getting to see people that either I've met before, but it's been a while, or never met before and get to meet for the first time. I think that's always the biggest highlight for me about these things.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, definitely like seeing everyone and just like people like you email with for like years and years as well. Just like, oh, you get to meet them. But yeah, definitely the parties. But there's some cool tech. Like I'm a tech nerd, so seeing all the other stuff is always really interesting.
Robots.
Yeah,
my
those
gosh,
are definitely
Adam.
interesting stuff. Yeah, I love robots. Yeah.
Did you all go to that whole? Okay, so Adam was the one who told me that there was a whole robotics section. So I went to that on my last day that I was at CES, and I think that was the happiest I was at CES
Yeah.
this year.
Did you get to see the drone soccer championships? It was like a Korean drone soccer thing. It was
so
really
much
cool.
I missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because
Did you get the? Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, did you get the robot massage? Did you get that?
I did.
Adam got the
God.
robot bag.
Should I just talk about that
Yeah.
now? Hold on, I have a whole
Yeah.
video that I'll queue up real quick. Let me switch over to the browser.
Because we were
source.
trying to watch someone get the robot
Look at-
massage, but they were like couldn't calibrate it, and we're like, oh, we want to see this.
Oh,
So
there
now
we
I
go.
can.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
it was interesting. It looks like a
that
foot,
looks so good.
but it's like a rubbery tactile sort of a thing, and it was actually not bad. So my face is in that donut thing, but you can actually see a screen underneath, and there's a little
Oh.
controller in my hand, so you can adjust the pressure, turn it off or on. You can listen to nature sounds. Before you get on the bed, you can even pick like a temperature that you want the bed to be.
That's cool.
Yeah, I guess normally though you're supposed to be like shirtless or nude when you do this, but obviously they can't just have random people just whipping off their shirts in CES. But yeah, I'm gonna replay it again because it was actually really nice. Like I put the pressure maybe like 75% the highest that I could because like I was kind of scared. I was like, I don't know how tough this thing can go, but it really gets in there, and you don't see it, but there's higher up than the arm is a little camera. So when you first lay down, it sort of does like a scan of your body, so it knows where all the parts are. And that's sort of the AI part of it. But it was really cool. I was like, you know what? If this is cheaper, if they have this at like a resort or someplace and it's cheaper than getting a massage from an actual person and I just need something quick, like I'll do it. Plus I feel like I can be self-conscious with a real person sometimes. Like don't judge any weird marks that I might have or like how many knots I have in my back. So it's just nice to have a sort of pure non-judgmental experience.
The chat is so funny. J Red says massaged by a foot, my worst nightmare.
It doesn't make sense.
Virtual Steve said, are you massaging yourself then?
I mean, I don't know how, there's like different settings, different types of massages you can pick at the beginning. It's just I had to pick like one that they pre-programmed for CES for people with shirts. But otherwise they have like different types that you can select from. There's like a little tablet kiosk thing that you swipe and you can tell it like what your mood is and all. I don't know how that actually if that factors into the massage at all, but I don't know. It was cool. I'd be willing to try something like that again. And after I think this was like day 3 or something, so I was kind of done. Like my feet hurt. I was just really tired. I was really looking forward to this.
They had those like beds there as well, so people sleep in them.
Like the egg-looking things.
Yeah, that look weird.
They should have had a massager for your feet. That would have made everybody line up around the block for it. Because if you don't know, if you've never been to CES, CES is huge. It's like whatever you're thinking in your mind, it's bigger than that. Like it's multiple buildings and not like multiple buildings that are connected to each other, but they're so massive that you'd have to take like the Tesla loop to get from one side to the other. Like you'd literally have to take a Tesla through. Did you do that, Naysy?
No, I kept people were telling me about it. I'm like, where is it?
It's
How
kind
do
of
I do
weird
it?
because it was outside, but it looks like an escalator that goes down into a subway entrance. So if
Yeah,
you're,
but it goes into a loop.
yeah. But
I feel like there's so
then,
much I should have done and then I missed. I'm like, oh my god, it was just so
for the
much.
first time, it is extremely intimidating and trying to figure out all the tram schedules because there's a lot of good free
Yeah.
transportation, but trying to figure it out and the schedule because some of them are all day, some of them are only midday, or some do beginning and end.
And every time you get food, you gotta like put aside like an hour or more because it's like massive lines, and then like good luck trying to get a seat. So that was like a chunk out of our day every time.
Did you actually get food at CES?
Yeah, like they had food trucks outside, and then at the
Oh, the food
Venetian,
trucks.
like the other building, that was also a nightmare to try and get food.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was not even attached to the convention center. You've got to take the like Tech West or Tech East or I don't know, one of those other. You have to take a different shuttle to get there. So yeah, it's huge. And even within the Venetian, there's Eureka Park where they've got all the startup-y area, and then there's another hall that's like upstairs, and
There was so much.
It's very chaotic sometimes.
It was a lot.
But yeah, in terms of like actually VR stuff, there were a couple of VR stuff that were there. Sony for like very, very briefly, like for like a flash of a second during their press conference, showed that Enterprise headset that they made, which I thought was pretty interesting that they didn't even talk about it that much, though they did say that it was spatial something.
Oh yeah, the flip-uppy one.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
I think they demoed it to some people in private. People said it was good.
Like the fancier people than us. The
Yeah.
fancy-
See, I didn't know that. Apparently, there's like you can book in to get like private demos of stuff. I'm like more private. Like, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, a lot of it's just like reaching out to maybe someone that works for that company and being like, "Hey, are you demoing this thing there? Can I book an appointment?" And usually that's it. And it depends obviously on how close you are to the person and how important they feel that you are. There's a lot of different factors, but I always tell people just ask if there's a company you know that's going to an event that you're going to, and you just reach out on Twitter or something, send them a message, be like, "Hey, I'm really keen to try the thing that you're showing," obviously with more details, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised with how much you can get away with. Most of the time they're happy to show off their thing, whatever it is, game or product.
But that requires you to plan ahead of time.
I mean, I guess looking out and see who's there, like, but yeah, I CES, you can at least make the VR XR toggle or whatever, so you kind of limit it. But even then, it's like some companies that you've never heard of, maybe, or that are metaversey, not really VR-y, and having to filter.
There's still a lot of metaverse stuff. I don't know about you guys, but anything metaverse, I'm just like, oh, don't care. I feel bad when they're like telling you about it. You're like, yeah, cool. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not really the true metaverse. Everyone's just using it still as a blanket term. There are a couple of more people in chat though I wanted to say hi to. Jamie Rex joined us. Hi, Jamie. Amelia. Hi, Amelia. And okay, so Jacinta, who is watching us from Facebook, if you want to chat with us live, go to the YouTube channel. And Skiva's here. What's up, Skiva?
Stranger danger.
And Techno Glitch and D1360 VR.
I am curious though, since someone brought it up in chat though. Amanda Watson at the Impact Reality after party, actually, she was demoing, I guess we could say it now, the Citra VR, which is their 3DS emulator that's, you can use it directly in VR versus trying to cast it from flat screen. I didn't try it, mostly because I was drinking too much at that point and I was worried a little bit, but I'm curious if any of you guys got to try it. I liked the idea of it, but...
Yeah, I got to try it. Jasmine, did you?
Yeah, I tried it.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was like I didn't know what I was even checking out. And I'm like,
put this headset on.
Put a random headset on.
I was like, I didn't even know it was like under embargo or anything. I'm like, oh, good thing I didn't say anything. But yeah, it was really cool. Like, yeah, it's like 3DS, but it looks 3D and it's really crisp. And I played like Zelda, and it was like, oh my god. So yeah, really very cool.
What about you, Jazz?
Yeah, same. I mean, it's just like a floating screen, basically, and you can play 3DS games, and it was impressive.
I think Yeah, like for me, like playing 2D games in like VR isn't like super appealing, but because of the 3D aspect, it does like really make it quite immersive and really cool and nostalgic. Like for me, it was just like, oh my god, playing Zelda in VR.
Yeah, I was trying to find there was a better picture that someone had taken, I think, of Zelda,
It's
and I couldn't find
it's
that
really
one,
hard to like explain like the 3D element like with the 2D image.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. I think it's an interesting project, and more power to her. I love when, especially women I can curse now because we're not on Jasmine's channel. But women get shit done.
Yeah.
Oh my channel.
But yeah, Amanda Watson, I guess for those of you who don't know, too, she was one of the creators of Airlink, being able to bring your PC onto the Quest via Airlink. So that's super cool. Happy to see that she's still working on other projects. I guess this is going to be available the 20th, I believe it is.
Yes, soonish.
Very soon, and it's going to be free. Not on the official Quest store, probably because it's going to, there's some issues with emulation and stuff.
Quests.
But SideQuest and GitHub, I believe, are we're going to be able to get it. So super cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm in the same camp as you though, Naysy. I'm not really like a flat person player in VR. Like I haven't even, that Xbox gaming thing is like, oh, this is really cool. I'm sure a lot of people will love this. And I was like, maybe I'll make a video. And I just never did. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I just, flat.
Yeah, I played some Halo with it, and it's like definitely cool, but also like it's a comfort thing. I'm like, I don't want to wear a heavy headset on my face to play 2D games. It's like I have a TV for that. So yeah, unless it's adding something different, I guess, then yeah, I'd rather play 2D games than a 2D screen.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be hard to just get like the process of legally getting the games that you owned and then getting that to the emulator. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of steps that make me go like, but it is a super cool idea. But yeah, I kind of agree. I do like having the VR time and then the flat me time.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is like if you don't have a TV in your house, or if your TV is really small, like you wanted a way bigger way to see it. Like when I first moved to my house, I didn't have a TV. So I think I told the story before. I'm going to tell it again because it's so silly. So I was downstairs in my living room and I didn't have a TV, and I'm like, man, I just want to relax. I don't have anything to, so I used my Quest 3 headset and just was watching like YouTube on there in the browser. I'm just laying on my couch in front of and I have like this big window. And my neighbor is walking by. And just like, usually look in the window as you're walking by. I'm just like laying there with a headset on. And he just like stops and looks at me. Then I stop and look at him. And I don't know. He was probably confused. I'm wearing a headset. He's like, well, how could you see me? But we just kind of stare at each other. And then he walks away. And then I get up and close my windows.
The awkwardness of being in, but you weren't even in public. I mean,
I wasn't in public. No, but I was definitely like, wearing home clothes.
What was he doing looking through your window? Like, excuse me.
I don't know. Maybe I'm like nosy, but I like every time I walk by my neighbors, I'm always looking through the window. I'm like, if you have your window open, I'm like, what's your decoration? What's your decor style? Like, should I? Ooh, where'd you get that from? Although I had one neighbor who definitely just wanted people to look through their window during Christmas because they had one window specifically that was open with a big ass Christmas tree in front of it. So I feel like if they have their window open, they probably just want people to see.
Yeah. You gotta know what might happen, what people might see. I love that story. I'm trying to think of other interesting things that I saw at CES. I tried those. I'll see if I can pull up the video for this one too. Oh, go ahead. You're gonna say
there was a couple of glasses, like AR glasses. So I do think that we.
Yes.
I want to like talk about first there was a couple of VR stuff. Okay, so I am making like a CES 2024 recap. I really was debating if I wanted to do it because again, I just felt like there wasn't that much compared to the previous years, but I was like, man, I did this every single year. I have to. So that's why I know, I remember off the top of my head every single thing that I saw because I just filmed this video. But there was that a Valkyrie EIR. It was like the sensors that go on your biceps.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Oh no,
I didn't try it. The girl kind of talked me out of it. It's like it uses the electromagnetic pulse stuff. So like the Obo suit, but like on your muscles.
So is it more haptics or supposed to stimulate for like muscle growth? Like, is it for
I don't know. I don't understand anything about it, if I'm going to be honest. It was like a TENS machine, and it like, I don't know,
You look
electrocutes your
thrilled.
muscles. I was like, so I mean, they were like, oh, you do this while you're like working out in VR and something with VR. I didn't really, I didn't really get it, and it just hurt.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. Like, it's
I don't-
cool that it's like a sticker and it attaches on.
And I'm like,
but-
I'm in pain. I don't like this.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
I'm
actually
like-
could feel like a shock then.
You just feel shock. Yeah, you just feel like a shock while you're like doing any workouts, and you're supposed to be on your biceps and your triceps, and I didn't get it.
I think if I had looked this up earlier, it was one of those things that's supposed to, like, they say it stimulates your muscles and that's supposed to help it to grow and whatnot, but this one's maybe specifically for VR, I think. But I'm not really sure. It's
I think unless it's like actual scientific research about
Yeah.
it, like I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
they did have some of those like, oh, LED beauty masks at CES too, and I was like, oh wow.
Okay, wait. We are getting a lot of requests for the fake Apple Vision Pro. Which of you
Yeah.
tried the Apple Vision Pro?
Fapples. Yeah, I tried it.
maybe don't call it the Fapple.
Fapple.
I did not try it, sadly. but I'm
I did
curious
not
to
try it.
hear.
Naysy, did you?
Yeah, I tried it. I thought it was just like a fake one, but it actually had pass through. It was pretty terrible and like a fake kind of Apple UI thing.
What was the
Oh,
company?
no.
I don't know. They also had like a fake looking Pico Neo thing as well.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty
Someone
funny.
said Tim Crook gave me a demo. He said Tim Crook.
I mean,
Oh.
they were able to afford a booth at CES somehow. I wonder what they're at.
Yeah.
How-
I mean, I think they were selling them that. Like people could buy them.
Oh my gosh. I can't deal with chat today. The Crapple Vision Pro.
I like Crapple better than what was it? Frapple?
Frapple.
Fapple.
We don't have to repeat what I said, Adam. Look, I'm just getting back into our podcast. Give me a break.
Crapple.
Crapple Vision Pro by Tim Crook.
Sold.
Oh my, yeah. So wait, what was it? Like, is it actually a headset? Like, what
Yeah,
was going on with that, Naysy?
Worked. Yeah, but it had pass through, like really bad pass through, and like a little UI that was like the little circles, kind of like the Apple Vision Pro. I don't know if it worked.
Oh.
I don't know if it was meant to have hand tracking or like controllers, but
So it was
Yeah.
actually trying to be like a fake Apple Vision Pro. I thought that they
Yeah.
just happened to have a similar design. I mean, obviously, I'm like naive, but I was like, oh, that's coincidental that it kind of looks similar. But no, you're saying that they were actually trying to do it.
yeah. I think like it's kind of funny that was the thing most people talked about from CES.
That goes to show how wonderful CES was this year.
Yeah.
No, but there were some good stuff too. Like I'm sure Jazz would probably mention
Okay.
X-Reel and stuff. All the actual like the fun stuff.
Yeah, but with like, okay, so I did want to mention one thing regarding like Apple Vision Pro-esque type of things, which by the way, I think the Apple Vision Pro announcement was probably one of the biggest things to happen at
know.
CES. That didn't even happen at CES. It happened during
They probably
CES.
did that on purpose.
That's so funny. But I don't know if y'all went and tried Ultra Leap.
No, I'm
Not
busy.
recently. I mean, I have their actually right here. That was their Leap Motion 2.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if they were doing anything
Do it again.
new this year.
Do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically one of these. It's like a bunch of cameras that you can attach to the front of any headset or whatever, and that enables hand tracking, but like really good hand tracking, much better than what you would get like normally. So I went to try their demo, and they were using Tobii eye tracking, I think, on the Pico. No, Adam, don't do it.
No, you don't want me to show you what?
Okay, fine, you can show it.
Why is it bad?
No, it's fine.
Are you embarrassed? I don't know.
So they were using the Tobii eye gaze. Tobii eye gaze with their Their hand tracking, and they like mimicked the interactions that you would do with Apple Vision Pro, where you would look at something and then you would just do like a micro gesture of like pressing or something, like something really, really small, and that would like click on something. And I thought that that was really cool and kind of like gave me an idea of what would happen once we actually got the Apple Vision Pro.
Oh, okay.
So
I
is
heard
the
about
tracker
that.
on the headset? Like,
Yeah, do you, well,
that's
I don't know if you can see, but there's like in front of on the Pico Neo 3, there's the Ultra Leap thing that you just attach, kind of what Adam showed.
Yeah.
And then they have like a software that you have to run as well. And
I think
yeah, I don't know.
last year they were showing it with like the links, but I know that they work closely with Pico. I don't remember if Vario has their own solution or if they're working with Vario as well, but a lot of big headset companies that just don't want to deal with hand tracking that aren't Meta headsets will usually go to Ultra Leap for their their Leap Motion tech. It's pretty
is
cool.
it on the VR chat? Do they use this thing?
You
VR
can,
chat?
yeah. So usually they'll have like a necklace around their neck. Well, maybe not VR
Oh.
chat, but VTubers.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
VR
yeah,
chat would be
yeah.
it makes it kind of difficult. But yeah, if you're a VTuber and you use like a VRM avatar, it'll allow you to have hands instead of.
But it did really like tiny, tiny gestures. I don't know if you've ever done that, Adam, before. Like you had to like be more making like larger gestures, but this time it was, literally I would just go like this and it would click
Oh.
something. Or if I was trying to like scroll, I would just go like this.
Oh, that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah, it was like really tiny gestures. And I don't know, I got so hyped. I think that was one of the things that was super exciting because then it just made me realize that like with the Apple Vision Pro, the really simple controls will make such a big impact, I think. I mean, I think there's a lot of people that aren't gamers and so they're not used to controllers, but then if the hand tracking's not good, they're just like, I don't understand, and then they kind of give up. So I'm really hoping that one, Apple Vision Pro has really good controls, but two, like hand tracking controls, but then two, that other headsets get better hand tracking with the way Ultra Leap was able to do.
Well,
Yeah,
they might
'cause
have like a pen, right? I think Apple Vision Pro, I've seen on Twitter, just like a fat pen looking thing that might come out. Not really a controller, but I guess as a peripheral. So that might be at least something.
Is there? I haven't seen that.
Yeah. I'll see if while you're talking, I'll see if I can find it on Twitter.
Yeah, I was gonna say like with the Quest hand tracking, whenever somebody's like hand tracking the Quest, I'm like, it's never quite there. I feel.
Yeah. It's
It
but
works when
okay,
it feels like it.
yeah. So there was actually also one more thing. I don't know if y'all tried the palm plug at CES.
Plug. What's that? Oh, is that that
Palm
little
plug.
thing?
Blue thing. It's the blue thing that you put around your fingers.
Oh no.
Oh,
is it?
that was cool. It's in the folder.
I'm gonna bring it up right now.
Sorry.
Ooh, what-
There was like just so
Oh.
much.
There was a lot, yeah. So and like VR and AR was so spread out this year. Like it was so easy to miss things.
Oh no way, that looks so cool.
this looks futuristic. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I did see. I do remember seeing the email about this. Is it supposed to be like a hand tracked glove? Then
Yeah,
is that what
it's like hand tracking, finger tracking, and it also has haptics. Like those little things on the finger are motors.
Oh.
What's the black band bit?
Oh, it's a battery.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what? It looks a lot
And
more
your nails look
sleek. I know, yeah.
your nails
Your
look-
hand looks good in it. But I can at least appreciate that it's not chunky. Like we've seen a lot of the
Mhm.
like hand tracking stuff that's got like the controller that you have to put on the back of it, and or it's like thick and it's just like there's just too much. No normal person is probably gonna wear these,
Yeah,
but
that looks
I can
cool.
appreciate them.
Were you
Yeah,
using
they're-
that in VR or just like
They
by itself?
so I mean the founder, he had this like flyer that showed what you can use it for, and it was like you can use it for medical and health and using it for your computer or whatever, and then just like at the bottom it was like and VR, and I was like VR should be at the top.
Yeah.
And I was like talking to your I was like, do you understand? We gotta get this in VR. I'm like, why is that? And he's like, oh, it's just yeah, sure, you can use it in VR. It's just one of the things on there, and I was like, I'm gonna talk to you later. Because we need to get this in VR.
I guess that's the one thing. Like most people probably are just gonna want hand tracking over something like this. But one thing I do miss about like when it comes to hand tracking is the lack of haptics. Like you don't get that same
Mhm,
feedback. But
mhm.
I can appreciate the simplicity of, oh yeah, it's just my hands. But when you poke something or when you're holding something, it's just like, oh, it's air. Hooray. Very terrific. You don't get that satisfying feeling. So I wonder if something like that, not that this particular device, but something similar could sort of be the middle ground of like you can do hand tracked but have some kind of feedback with it. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember. I tried something that did have like tension. That was really cool. There was, a lot of kind of like haptic type stuff. There was another one I saw. I was meant to try the VR demo. They're like, come back the day after for the VR demo, and I forgot. But it's like a little like, I think it's meant to be a scalpel thing that responds to games, and when you like touch something in the game, like you get full on tension and everything. It was really cool.
Oh, so it's like Operation. But
yeah, I think it's like for like doctors to do surgery wirelessly or VR or whatever. But yeah, it fully had full tension and haptics, and it's just cool to see what like people are working on and like different little niches of industries. And yeah, it was a trippy one.
Yeah. So would you? So like I think there's ways that people like doctors use VR with like robots to do surgery. Would you like
allow
Trust a
someone
robot?
to do it?
Hell no.
Yeah, would you help? I'm like, I don't even know how to ask this question. Like, would you, if they were like, hey, we're going to do surgery on you, but by the way, your doctor is going to be in VR, not in the same room, and you're going to have a robot operating on you. Bye.
See, even having a robot give me a massage like freaks me out. Like,
You know what? That robot arm used to be a surgery arm.
yeah,
Fun
it kind of
fact.
looks like that. Did you see like in the like robot section they had like the kind of Boston Dynamic kind of dog thing?
There was a lot of those.
There was lots of puppies.
I
Yeah.
love that style. I was so stoked I got to see it, but there's just something in my brain that's just like panic. Like this things could kill me. It's that like that Black Mirror episode. Like my brain's just like it's
That
cute.
shows
but-
us
Yeah,
it's all
because
up.
they're so
Gonna kill us one
strong,
day.
right? Like unlimited. I mean, not unlimited, but it depends on the force that. Anyway,
But we're all kicking them. They're gonna get angry eventually.
Yeah.
AI uprising. But
all right. There were also a lot of AR glasses. Okay, which one of you tried the X-Real glasses?
I didn't.
shame. No, just kidding.
I know, I'm so upset I didn't. But like I think we were about to go do it and then I don't know, something happened and then something happened and then,
It was your
next
first
minute,
time. It's okay.
the card's over. I know, that's my greatest regret, not trying them out because everyone's raving about them. And yeah, I should have tried.
What were you doing? Hanging out with that J-Brat guy?
Yeah, I know. No, I think someone was gonna get us the intro to get like the media entry, and then they were busy, and then it was like, oh, we're hungry, get food. I don't know, you know what it's like.
Life.
But that was my
Yeah.
greatest regret not trying them. But I'm hoping they'll send some out when they're launching. I don't know, when are they launching?
I don't know. I went there with Justin Weeb VR. So he's on TikTok and stuff. So he has done like collaborations with X-Real before, so they already like know him and stuff. And even with him, I had to wait like 30, maybe more minutes just to get the demo.
Did you not make an
and that
appointment, girl?
And that was the press/media demo. That was his appointment. I went there with him for his appointment. But as we were about to go do the demo, so this is the media demo, and I just hijacked his. So like right as we were about to do our demo, apparently like a group of like Google execs came and they were like, sorry, they're more important than you. Bye. And they just and they were like took all the time in the world.
Oh man, that's about so these puck things. I want to explain what these are. They're the glasses are actually tracking onto them. So like this one, I think this one's spun, like the middle part. They're little. That's like cardboard, but each little notch that it spun in the glasses would change it to like a different image. I think the one that Jazz is touching in the middle here, that was like a 3 slider thing. So up would be one button, like to launch the movies or whatever. Another one would be launch another app. So this was kind of showcasing how developers could, build out different things. Like these were how the buttons would essentially work with these glasses. And it's also using hand tracking, which I was like, I didn't even know that you could get hand tracking with these things. That was crazy to me. It was
Yeah, that was the crazy part, is that you can do hand tracking with like augmented reality glasses. That was really wild. And you saw in that video, like they don't look huge. They don't look like normal glasses because they do have like a thick band on top. So yeah, I have my glasses here. Not those glasses, but I have glasses. Like, they'd be like this, but then they'd be thick
Yeah,
up
they look
here
like
with
they
cameras.
split out.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
a fair
there. Adam
bit.
has them on.
But you know what I liked about him is I don't have
Look
any
at that
Apple products.
swag, Adam. Look at you. You're so swagalicious in this
I
video.
want them in
With
red.
your outfit and your hair. Anyway, okay, sorry, I'm distracted.
What was I say? Oh yeah, I'm not an Apple person, so I don't have like an iPhone or an iPad or anything that the Apple Vision Pro could connect to. But if I wanted to do the whole spatial computing thing, I would definitely go with X-Real because it's much cheaper. If it's like 600, 500 or $600 US, if I remember correctly, versus like the 1,000 that the Apple Vision Pro is going to be, and it's not going to be Apple ecosystem everything. 'Cause I don't know. Apple Vision Pro's wasted on me. Look how good the red looks, though. Sorry, I got really distracted.
Yeah. What are you doing in the car?
Oh, it was a really expensive smart car that's available in China. So if multiple people had the glasses in this car, you could actually control what the person's seeing. You could watch 3D movies together. It was really cool, but I was like, oh, most of it required the car, which I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna ever.
I don't
Yeah.
Can you explain that again? I'm so confused. So you control the glasses with I don't understand.
Yeah,
Adam.
there's a tablet that this guy's poking, and that's obviously would be the driver controlling the stuff on the screens. But if you had multiple glasses kind of ported into this car, essentially, the passenger could control what everybody in the car is seeing on their, X-Real Air 2 Ultras. I'm trying to make sure I get the
Kinda
name
weird.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
next time I'm following you and your demos.
You know what?
This is like such a legit demo. You got in the car. What kind of car is this?
I don't know. It was some obscure brand that I will never remember. I know that like Cass, I think photobombed me at one point. Oh, look at that! Reflection.
Oh, that's so funny.
That's so great.
That's great.
Sorry, I just had to show that part. But yeah, these are really cool. So I loved the idea of being able to take something like this out and being able to work without having to bring like my laptop or something. And I can't really imagine. I did love the Brokids, but these are pretty dang good. I will say.
Yeah, tell me more. Because my demo wasn't like long enough, I think. They kind of shoot us out.
Yeah, is the resolution like good? Like, does it look good?
Yeah, and they I don't remember the exact specs on this one. I think I have them written down somewhere that I'll bring up. But the screen was clear. What I appreciated about it is it didn't have the like a blackout shade that you have to pop on like an accessory. It was a button. So there was two buttons. There's a screen brightener dimmer button, but then also a pass-through blackout button. I don't know if that makes sense.
Mhm.
So it
Do
was
they-
all automatic. Or not automatic,
Like,
but
do they look clear when you look at them, or are they always like
it depends. You
black,
could
like
adjust it.
sunglasses? Okay.
I mean, they were so you can make them pretty see-through if you want to, or you can make it black, but you don't need like a physical cover to make them black.
Okay, yeah.
Like you did with other glasses, which I could appreciate. Less stuff that you got to bring with you.
Mhm.
And I lost all my notes for the X-Real.
How
So
do you
sad I didn't
connect
try
them
it.
to anything?
Say again?
How do you connect them, or like I don't
USB-C.
to your phone, computer, anything?
Yeah, because I also tried it with the Steam Deck, but they had like the Nintendo Switch there too. I don't know if there's probably not for the Switch, and I'm not sure about the phone, but I don't know if there's another software that you have to go through once you connect it to it, or if it's automatic because everything was already just kind of hooked up and ready to go. But it was really cool. They also, one of the demos was you got to see, have multiple browsers open and the same if you wanted to, and you could bring each one closer to you or further. And did you try the live hologram call guy?
Proto something?
I don't remember what it was called, but it was they put you in a live call. I mean, I couldn't hear him because the convention floor is terrible for that, but it was a live call of just a guy standing there, like Star Wars style.
I think I saw that. I was like, what?
Yeah. I
Wait,
wish I
where?
could have
I'm
filmed
so
that.
confused.
At the X-Real booth. It was what, because there was multiple features they were showing off in the different little sections, and one of them was a live call, so you could actually move him in the space if you wanted to. Like, oh, I don't want him behind this desk. I'm gonna put him. And he was actually, I don't know where he was, probably in some closet somewhere. But supposedly they said being able to get that set up isn't too bad. But I know usually you need like multiple cameras to be able to get that fidelity. But I didn't get to see how the holograms were actually made holograms.
I didn't even know that there were holograms. This is crazy. This, like, now that you're explaining, Adam, you're like, oh, it's connected to the car, and there's like holograms. I'm like, what can't these glasses do?
No, I had a lot of fun. I want to say at their booth, but it was more like booths because they just had all kinds of
the setup
stuff in each section.
It was pretty impressive, and it was like, it looked really busy all the time. Yeah. If you got a pair though, what would you use it for?
Poster. Look at that.
A
little poster, and they had some stickers and a T-shirt. It was
styling.
So fun. Yeah.
I didn't get any of this.
But Adam, if you got a pair, what would you use it for?
For working and watching 3D movies. So I would probably use that if I'm out and I don't want to have a bunch of stuff with me. Maybe I just need my phone and these glasses, and that's it. Or like what I use my Roku's for a lot, like playing my Nintendo Switch. I'll just have the glasses on instead, so I can kind of feel like I'm
almost in VR.
Yeah, like playing VR, but not, because I really do like how the screen looks in there. But sometimes I'm distracted by how ugly my house is, or like, just everybody go away.
Yeah.
The thing that I used to, like, when I would go on planes, I would use my Roku glasses, so I could have like a privacy screen on my laptop. Like, I would just set my laptop to a complete black screen, but then in the glasses I could see what I was doing. So it was like a privacy screen.
That's true too. It is kind of weird when you feel like not that you're doing anything inappropriate, but just someone's like looking over your shoulder.
Like, this is my business. Get your own.
Yeah.
Or you have a nosy kid on the plane that wants to see what you're watching, and it's like, oh, this is my movie.
Also, the audio is pretty good. The speakers are pretty good on the Roku, so I use them to, like, if I don't have a TV in my room, so that is how I watch TV, so that I don't drop my phone on my face,
Oh yeah, done that. Sad I didn't try them. Oh well, next time.
I know, we just spent the past 10 minutes giving Naysy FOMO. Sorry.
What was that? My bad. Oh well. That's cool.
Yeah, was there any other stuff that y'all saw? The Ray Neo, were also apparently like real augmented reality glasses. So I think that's one cool thing is that, that we're getting like real augmented reality glasses. We've been having a lot of smart glasses lately, but the demo I had there, don't play that video. I'm so pissed.
It's like 30 seconds long. Sorry.
Yeah, no, don't play the video.
I'm just clicking randomly.
I have to tell you all the story at this.
Can I show this one? I want to make sure.
Yeah, that's fine. But like, you'll see him a little like. Anyway.
Okay, I'll do it.
So the demo that I did of these, they said that all the world locked experiences. So although like they said basically like there's world lock apps, but that they weren't available because you have to be online and on the internet, and that wasn't working at the time because there's really bad connection at CES. So I only got to do like the headlock experiences, which means that the screen's just following you no matter what, right? Yeah. But apparently they do have world lock experiences. I just didn't get to try it.
Interesting. How did you like these then versus like the X-Real? I mean, how was the could you actually
definitely
see?
Better.
Are there blackout like shades you can put over this, or?
I don't know. They were not that nice to me during this demo. They were quite like, okay, I'll tell you the story. Okay. So me and Justin Weebs went up to them. We were like, oh, hey, like, we really, we're like, we cover this kind of stuff on like YouTube and TikTok. And like, we'd love to like be able to try this, whatever. And then the guy at the booth turns to another guy and is just like, hey, another content creator. And they were just like, he was like, okay, I'm just busy right now. Like, they were just like not really caring.
Yeah, some booths were like that, which is
and I did wait the whole time in the line. Like, I waited behind everybody, like everybody else, like waited my turn. And by the time I got there, the guy was just like, he just I don't know. Maybe they just like didn't really want to be working that booth. I don't know. But and then I was trying to ask questions. I was like, oh, I'm really interested in this. Like, what about like, can I do that? Can you do that? He's like, sorry, this is limited demo. Sorry. Yeah, it was not good. I'm so sad because
So now here you are on this podcast talking about how terrible they were because they were terrible. Take that.
I don't like saying not great things, but like those were the people that were demoing in front. But they had a lot of people that they were demoing to, and they were just like whatever. Yeah. So anyway, X-Real definitely better, but also because it was better actually.
Yeah, I good things. For me, I'm all VR, so all the AR glasses stuff, I'm like, whatever, don't really care. But now, like, everyone's like talking about it and hyping it up, and I'm like, okay, maybe I should spend a bit more time checking this stuff out.
How do you feel about mixed reality, Naysy?
I love it. It's great. But I guess AR's kind of, I don't know.
You prefer being in the video game versus seeing the reverse. I guess mixed reality has become such a very confusing term now.
Yeah, but maybe I guess they'll merge in a way and be similar and comfortable maybe one day. But we'll see.
I have high hopes for X-Real. Like, I like the glasses form for this kind of thing versus really having impressive. A headset. And again, like as an Android PC person, I have like one iPhone somewhere that I use when I need to for stuff that only requires iPhone. And that's
I just bought the iPhone 15.
Oh no, are you converting?
I don't even have a cover. I don't even have a cover for it yet.
No. Dangerous.
I know. I bought it specifically because I was like, well, I think I need to have this if I'm going to optimize / maximize. My phone was the 12 before. Yeah, and I felt like I just needed it in order to maximize the Vision Pro, which I'm definitely getting. My wallet's not happy, but
yeah, I'm excited for you. I really want to know.
You're like, oh, that's so good for you.
I mean, it's just like
for you.
It's just like even if I wanted one, I literally can't get one. Even to ship one from America,
which would cost even more.
Too much, yeah. And then you have to do the whole scanning thing. So it's like, Anyway, because I used to be an Apple fangirl, but now I'm like, oh, it's too much money. But I'll watch Jasmine's reviews and learn all about it and get excited about it that way. Variously live through.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Very good, Jasmine.
Well, I am excited about the Apple Vision Pro because I have been working in VR. Like I actually finally have been using VR to work, and there's all these like working apps in VR, and I've kind of been like, oh, that's cool. Like, it's really cool that you can use Immerse and like whatever other ones you can do. But having to connect your computer to your headset, I was like, one extra step. Like, I don't even want to do the work in the first place. Now you want me to do like all these hoops and bells and whistles to do my work. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just like, it's fine. I'll just do it on my phone. I'll just do it on the computer. But I started using this app called Fluid. And the founder, like the CEO / founder of that was actually at our Impact Rally party, which I'll tell you that story in a second. But I started using this app called Fluid where you don't have to connect it to your computer at all. Like you can just open the browsers directly in there. It'll remember where your windows are. It'll remember where your browsers are. Allows you to like log. So I usually will have like my Discord open, like my email, like Google Docs, my calendar. Like you can have several windows open. So I'm pretty excited about the Vision Pro because I actually do enjoy working in VR. Not that I like work in VR all the time, but sometimes I just like, I don't really want to sit at my desk, right? And I want to have like my full setup, my monitors and stuff. So when you're using like your laptop, when you're sitting, I don't know, on my couch, say I'm sitting on my couch trying to work, like now it's like a tiny little screen. I'm like a little gremlin. But with using Fluid and my Quest 3, I can have like, I could be like, look at all these screens. You know?
That is one thing that I do miss when I have to work on my laptop. I'm like, oh God, I have all these tabs, but I have to manually. It sounds like such a first world problem, but I have to click from one to another, and I have so many things I have to copy and paste, and it's just gonna be terrible. So
well, I do connect my my keyboard to my headset, which is fast enough.
Do you still sit at a desk when you do that?
No, I am sitting on my couch. I'm like
Yeah, okay.
I am laying back. I have
There's
like
a way to
my
do it.
I have like my pillows behind me, and I have like a pillow on my lap, and I have like my keyboard on there, and then I'll have like my controllers to the side of me, which I'll sometimes use them, but oh my gosh, there's so many stories. The keyboard that I have has like a mouse pad track on it, so you don't even have to use your controllers.
Oh.
Which, by the way, I did a video on this on my channel, and I was trying to look up the link for this keyboard that I have because it's like the meta recommended one to put in the description. Found out that this keyboard was discontinued and now costs $500.
Holy
Oh,
Jesus.
you tweeted about that, didn't you?
I did. Isn't that crazy? I guess
Yeah.
like this keyboard, like the next iterations of it just were like not as good, and people like love this keyboard, but it's been discontinued, and people are like reselling it on eBay, like used ones for
my
like
God.
$400. It's crazy. I was like, what is happening? Just like I was like, my keyboard costs as much as my headset.
Was the use case for that keyboard specifically for VR, or like do people use it for other purposes?
It's a regular keyboard. Yeah, you can do
Oh.
whatever, but you can also connect it to VR. And I guess people just overall love this keyboard. And yeah, so
I wonder
anyway.
what happened.
Yeah, it's
I don't-
good.
But yeah, so then I don't know. I don't know if I need to share this story with Fluid.
No, but you know what was fun were the both of the after parties. There was two. There was one that
Party!
was Wednesday night, and that was XR Crew, and that's where we had a couple of different companies there. Liv was there, but it was just me. Hello. But we also had Haptic Solutions. Jeff with the mixed reality was there. Contact CI and Titan Haptics. I feel like Haptics kind of had their own little room next to us, and then just us general VR people were next door with all the drinks. But that was super fun. Got to demo a lot of cool stuff, and at the end, I have a video of it where like it was Tribe. Who else was it? Alex. A bunch of other people were playing that like climbing game thing competition that Jeff had. Let me share this with you. It was really funny.
I don't think Naysy, were you at this party?
No, I
think you missed it. Oh, you missed it. This was the warehouse party.
Yeah, but it was something that I guess Jeff and his team had made. It's like a space station that you're supposed to climb to the top, and so the competition was like the first person that got to the top got like a first place prize, etc. But just seeing all of them, wait till they really get going. All of them just kind of like watching them in VR is ridiculous. I love it. I don't know. It was so fun.
Yeah, so this is what happens when you get a bunch of VR people.
There we go.
VR creators all in one room. They just start competing with each other in VR.
Who was
awesome.
I think Todd. Is it Todd that pulled Eric back? Someone was pulling Eric back, but what he didn't realize was that it forced him to let go of the ladder because they were all getting really close to each other, and we were starting to get worried about them like actually colliding.
It was me. But I'll tell you what happened. So Genghis was right in front of Eric sitting on the chair because her leg is broken, or her foot's broken. And Eric's like standing in front of her and keeps getting closer and closer. I'm like, Eric, you gotta you're about to hit her head. Like, please step back. Yeah.
But then I think it happened to. Oh yeah, there it goes. There's Todd pulling him back.
Oh.
What happens though is that it made them let go of the ladder.
Oh.
I think it happened to Alex too. Somebody moved Alex back because he was getting close to Eric, and then he was like, "No, I lost my place." And then we of course
Oh,
got
that's the party.
the impact reality one. Yeah, I tried to get some footage with my glasses when I was not drinking too much.
So many people were wearing them. I was not expecting that. I mean, I should have known.
forgot my glasses.
VR nerds. But I'm like, I
Drinking.
should have taken mine.
But
And
this
Cass
was,
was like capturing a bunch of content and just uploading it. I'm like, oh, that's the way to do it.
I know, so smart. I brought mine. I thought I forgot it, and I was like, this is crazy. I really remember bringing my glasses, my Ray-Ban Metas, and then I got home and I was like, I don't see them anywhere. I remember setting them aside, and then I realized that I actually put it in the glove compartment. I had it the whole time. I just put it in the glove compartment like a dummy.
Oh man, but yeah, at least I don't know, like 10 of us had it on. Eventually, I think I took mine off because I was like, I don't want to look like a nerd the whole night. But then eventually, I regret it because I was starting to take selfies with people who had them. We would just try to take pictures at the same time.
Oh, that's cute.
But yeah, at least it felt normal there. Not that anyone in public's ever been like, those the Ray-Ban Metas.
Yeah, you
gross."
don't even know.
Yeah, they
Nerd.
don't know. But when you're in a place like CES, you'll be like, "Oh, are those the Ray-Ban Metas?" And I'm like, "Hell yeah, let me show you." And so I have
Yeah,
so
we're
many
such nerds.
like I have random pictures and videos in my reel just because I'm like showing people how the light works. So it's all just people just standing there looking like, "Oh." It's just I need to compile everyone's random reactions to the
Oh my gosh,
glasses
that'd
one
be
day.
great.
But yeah, the Impact Reality Party, that was super fun. Like everything
Yeah.
that you guys did, I don't know how. I don't know how. It was just they rented out the whole barcade. This was at Player One in Las Vegas, and it was
How?
fantastic.
Yeah, if you want to know how, with a lot of money.
Yeah.
That
That was
is how.
cool. Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah, so Impact Reality had our annual party, and yeah, we rented out the entire bar, which was a barcade, and invited all the cool VR people. I don't know what else there to say. And there was open bar for a lot of it.
Trying to organize this so it's like, look, it's us.
It's
Yeah.
Wait, where's Naysy? There she is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so shiny.
Oh wow, I love how we're all different
Let
colors.
me
Yeah. That's
make it more
actually-
accurate to the. There we go. And it turned out really good. Like
Yeah.
besides us, I mean, we had the best cards, obviously, but a lot of other creators and
I don't. I kind of feel like
developers.
tribe wins. Like that's the next.
That
level.
is crazy. Yeah,
pretty
they're-
badass. Sorry, but I have it
They're
on
like
manual
standing.
focus.
They're
I also
standing
love
on-
like whenever someone's getting a photo together at the party, like one of them would rock up with just like a light.
Oh yeah,
selfie light.
key light. Oh, are we?
Yeah.
I was curious on if the event photos were going to be posted somewhere eventually. I'm curious about that.
There are event photos. There are many event photos and videos, and we are in the process of processing.
Yeah, I'm
the
excited
process.
for them.
It hasn't even been a week yet, so that's understandable.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it
but no,
was-
it's definitely awesome to just like catch up with everyone and meet people. It was cool.
Got your Beat Saber selfie with other Beat Saber
Yeah,
creators. That was
yeah.
super cute.
Yeah, it's always good meeting them. Yeah, so much fun. Speaking of Beat Saber, I did try at CES. Sorry, go back to CES.
Oh, no,
I
go
did
for
try. There was like an arcade machine, a random arcade machine, for VR, and they had fake Beat Saber. And I played it.
Is it called Beat Saber?
It was called like
Fake Beat
Beat
Saber.
Sword or something. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Chinese.
Music.
It was like half in Chinese.
Music
so I
flasher.
played that, and I
I don't
was
know.
excited to play it, but it wasn't very good.
Was that the one where they had a like it kind of looked like an arcade setup where there's like a bunch of them next to each
Yeah.
other and they had a
And the
floor
headset
mat?
like comes down out of this machine.
Yeah,
And while
okay.
I was there, someone I think accidentally pulled at it and like pulled the thing down and like smashed
Oh.
the glass and like almost knocked themselves out. But
Oh my god.
Okay,
it
I'm
was
gonna
a cool
see.
concept.
Maybe some secure.
Yeah,
needs to be a
maybe
little more
needs some
secure.
work. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Were you
Beat
looking
Saber
for
from
something?
Wish.
Oh, there we go. Oh
Yeah.
yay!
Oh, hang on. Let me get this sorted first. Yeah, I have a couple of photos. I don't know if I'm allowed to share, but oops.
There were. I feel bad because there were so many awesome people at the party that even I didn't realize were there until later on. Like Quiz Crits Reality was there apparently, and I was like, oh man, it's such a
Yeah,
small
exactly.
bar. How did I not run into
Yeah.
these people? I mean, it's not that small, but I guess it's dark and we're busy talking in our little circles. Ooh, spoilers.
I know, spoilers of the photos.
Ashley was there, and I had no idea. I don't know how I could miss her
Adam,
pink
what were you
hair.
doing?
I don't
Yeah.
know. I know Betty was there. I did hang out with Betty.
Did you know that Ashley at VR Awards, she like tripped and smashed her whole face?
Yeah, she
And
looks
it was
good though.
bloody. Look, it only is like so tiny now.
I wanted to ask her
Oh my
about that because I
gosh.
looked painful. Ugh. But see, like so many people, I'm like, I had no idea.
Let's scroll around. Oh,
Yeah.
there's
Mixed reality
Cute.
girls.
Yeah.
I
Brandon's
don't
like,
know why
I'm
I'm
in the
looking at
background.
all the photos of Naysy, or Nasy's
Oh.
just in every single photo. How
The
many
hair
did you
stands
do
out.
anything other than take photos at that party, Naysy?
Maybe not.
Getting to meet Rise too was good. Rise the King. He was there. He flew over from
Reese?
the UK.
I
Reese,
thought it was
yeah.
Reese.
Reese.
I was like,
My bad.
right.
Rise.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, that was
still-
also. I'm glad I'm not the only one who like traveled all that way.
Yeah, I think it was. I forget if it was first time in the States. I think so. I asked him the same question about food. I feel like I'm always going to ask people about food when they fly over here.
Yeah.
How much do you hate it? But no, it's super
Mm.
cool. Oh,
Yeah.
I know there's so many. So anyway,
Wait.
there's a little teaser for you. I'm not sure if I was allowed to share this,
I
but
won't tell anyone.
so many photos, so much good times.
Yeah. Very cute.
All of us pretending like we're playing on the arcade machine. Tribe
Hey,
loves those
we're
Oh
photos.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, was there anything else at CES that we?
The only other thing I tried that I loved was like a smell thing for
Oh,
VR.
yeah.
It's like a thing you put around your neck and it projects smell. And it like the smell's really strong. And it's like, yeah, it was really cool. I love that like stupid immersive stuff. So I'm like, I need this in VR now. But yeah, just want it now. They
Yeah,
had one that was like lavender caramel, which is really good. And they had like a factory one, which is like kind of stinky.
Factory.
Yeah.
My favorite scent.
Yeah. But I want to try that stuff like properly in a VR game. But I think a lot of the stuff's like created for R18 stuff. So the stuff that exists currently. But I'm like, I want to try like a proper game with it. It just needs to happen.
Yeah. I think Haptic Solutions, they also had the one that you tried, I think, looked a lot sleeker. Like it wasn't it looked like something that you could sell versus something that was made by somebody in their basement, maybe.
Yeah.
But it's still a cool
basement,
idea.
it's his garage.
Garage, basement, I don't know. I mean, hey, I'm in California. I wish we had basements, okay?
And garages.
That's it. But yeah, that's super cool.
So Naysy, what event are we seeing you at next?
I don't know. Maybe GDC. I feel like, yeah, I like games. But there's a bunch of games to play there, right? But yeah, GDC, maybe. We'll see.
Speaking of games, what games are you playing now?
I've been doing some like stuff for sponsor stuff, so am I allowed? I don't think I can talk about it. But yeah, I've been addicted to like Dance Dash, that like VR rhythm game, but with feet. That one's pretty cool. And yeah, can you jump into some horror games? I have a lot of kids that come through my channel and they're like, play Big Scary. I'm like, okay. So I think that's next on my list. So,
what's Big Scary?
I don't know. A horror game?
Is that another like Five Nights at Freddy's sort of a thing? Maybe?
I think it's probably more Gorilla Tag. I think it's a little bit more budget, maybe. I don't know. Lethal Company VR. I really want to give that a go. It's UE VR.
Yes.
Stuff.
Oh my god, I love it.
It's so much.
I want to try it in VR. There is so much. Jesus.
Yeah.
We should do it together. We'll do Lethal Company in VR together. It'd be terrible and awesome at the same time.
What is it?
Lethal Company?
I don't know. Everyone keeps talking about it. I thought it was a real company.
No, it's sort of like so you start off, you're just 4 random people working for this company. You have to go land on planets, pick up as much crap that you can find in the warehouse as you can, bring it back to your ship, and you have to meet a quota every 3 days or so. But there's kind of like backroomsy type monsters that are in the I don't know if you call them factories or industrial areas or whatever. So I don't know. It's creepy, but to me, it's not scary. It has that like old school sort of graphic style, not quite 8-bit, like a modern 8-bit. I don't even know how to describe the graphic style, but it's really fun. It gets addicting when you want to start like going higher and higher, meeting the quotas.
So you just collect stuff?
You collect stuff and you try not to die, but you also the in-game communication is really good. So I recommend using the in-game voice versus in like Discord, because it uses distance, and there's a creature that can jump on your head, and if it jumps on someone's head, they just sound really muffled when they're trying to talk. Like the voice communication, it is so good. So I cannot wait to try this in VR. I wonder if maybe it'll be scary in VR though. I don't know. We'll see.
Try it. Yeah, sounds fun.
Yes.
Sounds a little scary. Chroma Snare said that they're playing Sushi Ben. We talked about Sushi Ben before, haven't we, Adam?
Oh yeah, I love Sushi Ben.
I love Sushi Ben. It's so underrated.
That's a good wholesome game too. And
you played it, Naysy?
Good story.
No, but I really want to. There's so many. It's just like the last few months have been so busy. There's so much like downloaded on my Quest. I'm like, I'll play that soon.
Yeah, I will
Yeah.
say put Sushi Ben up there on your list because
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yeah, I've been following all the development stuff and it looks so cute.
Yeah, the game that I have been playing a lot lately is called Little Planet. And it is basically
I think you were raving to me about this. Someone was.
it is basically Animal Crossing in VR.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
actually, and it's so good. Like literally, we went to CES and I pretty much didn't play any VR for the whole week that I was there. First of all, I got back and slept 15 hours straight,
Oh my
basically.
gosh.
Well, not really. I took a 4-hour nap, but I kept trying to wake up from my nap because I was watching anime and I was like, I need to wake up so I don't miss anything. But then I kept falling back asleep and then I just gave up. So I slept for 4 hours and I thought, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight. And then I slept like 11 hours. So I guess I was tired. But anyway, after sleeping a lot, then the next day I just played a Little Planet nonstop. Yep.
Okay, I have to try it. Is it on App Lab or like full
Mhm.
release? Okay.
It's on App Lab. It's really good.
All right. I need to play it.
Nice. I was so jealous. I forget. I apologize. It was if he's your husband or boyfriend. I forget how close you are, but he's wearing the Asgard's Wrath 2 shirt. The signed Asgard's Wrath 2 shirt. And we were nerding out about riffs and stuff in the middle of the bar. Like, it was so wholesome. And it was nice to talk to someone who was as obsessed with the riffs as he was. I mean, he was in it a lot earlier than me, but...
My husband won a competition where they were like doing QA, yeah, for the for Asgard's Wrath, and so whoever got the highest score on riffs would win a signed shirt. So he won a shirt that was signed by the whole development team, and then we washed it, and now it's fatedly signed.
He wouldn't win anymore. I mean, that was
fragment.
that was QA. So I told him, like, if you were to try it again, the scores have changed since those times, since the olden times, I guess.
Yeah. All right, Naysy, we must christen you with our. You say, Adam.
VR Stumble or RL Tumble.
Game.
Okay.
It is finally time to play the game.
Yeah.
Let's see how Naysy scores on this one.
So basically, what you have to do, I'm going to play a sound clip, and you have to guess if this is a VR accident or an IRL accident. The points don't matter, but they kind of do.
Okay.
Just kidding.
I'm ready.
Right. Okay, we're ready for the first one. I'll make sure I get... Because what we'll do is I'll play the video, you can confirm it, and then I'll play the audio, and then after I'll play the video so we can confirm and see if you're right or wrong. But we ready for the first one?
Yes.
All right, hopefully it works.
We don't hear anything.
No, nothing?
Like very quiet.
Okay,
let
me make it louder. Let me dip. Okay, how about is this
all right,
louder?
everybody in chat, if you want to play along, let's see how many you get.
Is it still
really
super quiet?
Yeah.
No. Let me see if I can. What if I try to upload it?
Oh yeah, last time we uploaded it.
Oh, but that's just the video. It won't let me do audio only. Let me see if I do it this way. No, still very quiet.
Put your microphone near your headphones.
The ghetto version. We're getting a mix of like some can hear it and some can't. I don't know. I can make it on my speakers really loud as long as nobody yells anything.
Okay.
And we'll see if that happens. Oh god, I'm gonna blow out everyone's eardrums. Okay, hold on. Ready?
To get above water, type a road.
Okay, turn my speakers off.
So, is it like someone playing VR IRL? Is that like?
Yeah, you have
You'll
to
have to
guess
guess.
if it's you have to guess if it's an accident that happened in VR or IRL.
Okay, I'm gonna say VR.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, let's find out.
To get above water, type a road.
Oh, okay, IRL. What an idiot.
I'm not sure what he was trying to teach
Cool.
with that one. I know. Okay, so well, can't win them all. Let me get this one
Oh
queued
my
up.
gosh, that teacher, I don't understand.
I do like
Ow.
the kid at the end who's like, "You all right?" And then someone's just clapping.
That was great.
Okay, are we ready for number 2? Okay.
I feel like that's VR. You can hear the plastic hitting something.
Let me
It's
know.
gonna be VR.
Let me know if you want it final or if you want to hear it again.
Nah, I'm going VR.
You go in VR. All right,
Yeah.
let's see.
Punch the kid. Yeah.
I do love
So
the reaction of the
brutal.
guy at the end. Wow.
What do you guys think she was playing?
I don't
brutal.
know. Not
Why
Rich's
did she
Plank
punch?
experience.
Not
once.
yeah, no, because you don't punch that fast on Richie's Plank experience. So
Mm,
I don't know.
that's so brutal.
I really love the fight.
I don't feel as guilty for the kids though, because I feel like, she's in VR. You're not in VR. Like, you could see her. But okay, let me make sure I get the next video queued up here. This one, I'll give you a hint. It was a viral video for VR,
Okay.
for IRL. Don't know. We'll find out. Okay, let's see. Let me know if you need me to try it again.
Idea.
I didn't even hear an accident.
Yeah. Look, I'm just gonna go IRL.
Is that your final answer?
Sure.
Okay. You'll probably recognize it when you see it.
Oh, damn. Oh, we didn't hear the crash in the audio.
I guess the crash didn't pick up. I'm like, sorry about my stupid audio not working. I'm so disappointed by that.
That was
Oh
so
my
brutal.
gosh, that booth probably got sued a ton of money unless it's on the
Yeah.
US, then they get nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think it was in the US actually, but yeah, that one kind of went viral on Reddit for a while there. But
Yeah,
still,
I've seen that one.
can you imagine? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, no thanks. There was lots of that stuff like in Vegas, like a lot of just VR stuff.
Oh
but
my
it was like,
gosh, yeah.
it's like conventions and stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't want this stuff on my face with all the germs.
Well, and it's like
yeah.
older headsets that they usually have, and they're not
Mm,
any. It's just like sit either roller coaster or hang out with fish or something.
Yeah.
Probably.
yeah.
Okay, we have one more. Are we ready for the
There's
last
only
one?
4, so
Okay.
you are 1 out of 4 or 1 out of 3 so far,
Right.
Naysy. Let's see if you can get 50%.
Okay.
Ready.
Come on, dude.
VR. I'm gonna say VR. Sounds like plastic hitting something. Yeah. Punching the wall.
Honestly, I don't even remember which one this was. Let me make sure. Oh, that's right. Okay. I couldn't even remember. Ready?
Come on, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that one's
No. I try not to
his
show ones
controllers,
that are going to be
his headset,
traumatizing.
they're definitely still in one piece.
That was brutal.
Okay, you're 50%. Yay!
Yeah.
You got half.
Congratulated.
I'll take it.
Again, sorry for the audio. Hopefully I'll get that sorted out next time. Usually I have my husband test out these things for me, but he's been out of the state. So I'm like, oh man, panic.
Well, Naysy, can you tell everybody where everyone already knows where they can find you and who you are, but do you want to tell everybody where they can find you and also what we can look forward to from you?
You can find me on Naysy on pretty much everything: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter /X. For me, I don't know, some fun YouTube videos. I'm thinking about getting back into streaming. Doing this today, I'm like, oh, we're streaming.
I know. I feel the same way, Nacy.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, you need to stop traveling. But yeah, maybe get it back to streaming. And streaming on YouTube. YouTube seems fun.
YouTube streaming. What about Twitch?
Oh, Twitch as well. But
A
yeah,
drum
my
on there.
contract. Yeah, my contract used to block me streaming on YouTube, but now it's
So
free for all. So
This would be your first time ever.
I tried it once sneakily.
Okay.
Yeah, but
What about TikTok?
Yeah, maybe. Well, like you get what you guys are using Restream. It's like
Yeah.
maybe I'll give that a go. I'll dabble. Maybe stream on Twitter as well. Who knows?
Yeah.
All the options.
Yeah.
You can find Nacy everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited for this year. Excited to hopefully go to some events and hang out with you guys again. So we'll see. what happens.
Yeah, the best part. And eat pizza at
Yeah.
every single party.
Yeah.
Very American.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us. And thank
Thanks
you
for having
everybody that came here today. Because this is a completely different channel. So as Brett said earlier, he had to work to find this channel.
We'll get there. We just made it like 2 days ago, and a website's coming too. I am working on a website for us. I plan on having all of our past guests. You can see little mini biographies about them, and what they do and how to find them. So it's coming. It's just hard.
Yeah, we're gonna have like a gallery of all the amazing ladies that we've had as guests, and then you can just ogle over how awesome they are.
Find them, hire them, give them kudos. Yeah, it'll be great. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I just want to say one last thing. So when I saw Adam at CES, I was like, Adam, so for our podcast, and she was like, yeah. She was like, I was so scared if you would talk to me about the podcast. I didn't do anything for the website yet.
Well, yeah, because I was like, oh man, I keep saying like, oh yeah, over break I'll totally work on the website. Yeah, and then I hadn't at all completely. But it made me feel better because you also kind of were super busy and
Yeah, I didn't do anything, and we just made this YouTube channel like 3 days ago. So there's that.
We work best under pressure.
Yeah. Chaotic. Thank you, Nacy, for agreeing to do this podcast super last
having
minute.
me.
Thank you so much.
And for being here. And Mickey Bear just joined. Hi, Mickey Bear. It was great seeing you at CES, and now we're leaving you.
It was a long one today. Normally we go about an hour, but we went over.
Yeah. Lots to chat about. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next month. Although the schedule next month might not be on the third Wednesday because someone has to go to Hawaii, and that someone is not me.
I'm sorry, but yeah, thank you guys so much for everything.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.